At the foot of Eyang Mountain lived Ayamba, a woman known far and wide for her wisdom. She was the identical twin of the late Manyo, who had died young at just 19, leaving behind a baby boy, Ephim. On her dying bed, Manyo had entrusted her only son to her sister. Since then, Ma Ayamba transferred all the love she had for her twin sister into raising the boy. Even though she had her own children, she treated Ephraim like the treasure of her heart. Ma Ayamba was no ordinary woman. People believe she had supernatural gifts, the ability to hear from the spirit world, to speak to plants, and to heal barren women. Couples who have prayed for children for years traveled long distances to seek her help. They brought goats, chickens, and baskets of food, leaving her compound full of people day and night. Many went home with testimonies of children born after her treatment. Ephraim, her nephew, was also a man of standing, tall, handsome, and hardworking. He was a cocoa and coffee dealer. He bought produce from villages and sold them in town. Between his business and his aunt's gift, the household lacked nothing. But one evening at dinner, Ma Agamba looked at her nephew seriously. "You are of age now, Ephraim. It is time for you to find a wife. You leave me alone in this big compound." Ephraim smiled and said, "But Ma, this place is never empty. You are always surrounded by people. They are not family. You are," she said, "family." Ephraim promised to marry when the right woman came along. During one of his cocoa trips to Besem, Ephraim's eyes fell on Obassi, a tall, graceful young woman, spreading cocoa beans on raffia mats. She cracked open a cocoa pot and shyly offered him the sweet, milky seeds. "I would rather share from the same pot with you," Ephraim teased. Blushing, Obassi agreed. That simple moment of sharing a cocoa pot sparked a fire between them. Ephraim asked her, "What's your name?" "My name is Obassi." "Obassi means God," he said with admiration. "Truly, you are a goddess." To his surprise, Obassi already knew him. "You are Ephraim, the cocoa buyer from Eyang, a nephew of the famous herbalist Ma Ayamba. Everyone knows you. In fact," she added with a smile, "I am a child of her medicine. My parents told me I was born after 10 years of waiting." From that day, Ephraim's heart was said. Years passed. Ephraim's heart was set. Within a month, he married Obassi and brought her to Eyan. Years passed, but the couple had no children. Ma Ayamba offered them her medicines, but Ephraim refused. As the Bible says, a prophet is without honor except in his own homeland. Then one morning, trouble struck. Obassi went to the forest with her friend Esim, the youngest wife of a wealthy farmer, Pa Orock. His 12-year-old son followed them. While cutting firewood, a small piece hit the boy, leaving a minor bruise. Obassi gently treated it with herbs. But the next day, shocking news spread. The boy had died in the night. Grief turned to accusation. Pa Orock, the powerful farmer, declared that Obassi was to be blamed. Ephraim, Obassi's husband, offered land, cattle, and goats in compensation, but Pa Orock refused. At the village council, Pa Orock spoke with finality. I want nothing but your wife. She must bear me a son as a compensation. If not, she will be banished from this land. The elders, fearful of his word and influence, gave the young couple 7 days to decide. Unknown to all, Pa Orock had once wanted Obassi as his seventh wife. Her parents had rejected his offer, but his desire for Obassi never died. Now he saw a chance to claim her. But Ma Ayamba, wise and resourceful, devised a plan. Through Esim, the wealthy farmer's youngest wife, she told Pa Orock his request was granted. Each night, Obassi is sent with sweet palm wine to his chamber. After he drank, he believed he was lying with Obassi, yet it was Esim, his seventh wife, who entered his bed. As Jacob was deceived into lying with Leah instead of Rachel, so was Pa Orock deceived. Genesis 29 verse 23. In time, Obassi conceived by her husband Ephraim and gave birth to twins, girls. Still, Pa Orock rejected them, insisting he wanted a son. Later, Obassi bore a son. Under pressure, the son was handed to Pa Orock. But fate was cruel. The boy grew up with special needs, unable to meet his father's expectations. The proud man, who had demanded nothing but another man's wife, was left with sorrow deeper than before. One day, Pa Orock sat sorrowfully on his veranda when a messenger summoned him to the palace of the chief. The elders The notables and Ma Orock were all present. The chief commanded, "Speak, Ma Orock." She rose and looked directly at Pa Orock. "Were you not warned? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroys kings." Proverbs 31 verse 3. Like Prophet Nathan, who rebuked David, I rebuke you today. You had 7 wives, yet you lusted after the only wife of my nephew. You accused her falsely. You brought sorrow unto this land. It was not Obassi who killed your son. It was your own greed. And for this, the gods of the land are displeased. You will never again have a son to replace the one you forcefully sent to his early grave. The palace fell silent. Pa Orock bowed his head in shame. Beloved, the story of Pa Orock reminds us of King David, who converted the wife of Uriah. Like King David, Pa Orock already had much, yet he desired that which was not his. The Bible warns us in Exodus which was not his. The Bible warns us in Exodus 20:17. Whatsoever a man soweth, thy neighbor's wife, also that whatsoever a man soweth, reaped.